And hello to all friends, potatoes are with you. And today I'm going to show you how to make a fully automatic and very cool mana farm based on the life of a dandelion. Yes, I finally found a use for it. But before you start watching, be sure to subscribe to me and click on the bell so as not to miss new videos. But we're getting started. For the construction of this company you will need and any building blocks as much as possible. I will take as many as 3 types, but by the way, you will need 16 separate building blocks of another kind, namely even 20 by the way. Yes, I made a mistake. You will need 20 pieces. In general, in my case, it is polished andesite, also a lot of purple, well, also 20 pieces of red petal blocks. But in fact you can use absolutely any others, but which are not found in the world preferably. You will also need a dandelion in life, a sticky piston in the amount of 2 pieces, 1 redstone block, 2 storage funnels from the Botany mod, 2 chests, 2 frames. You will also need as many as 3 sparks of storage, 1 main spark of storage, an hourglass 21 sand for 21 seconds. That's how much. 4 redstone dust, 2 redstone repeaters, finally any mana distributor, I will use mana go, and a pool of mana, cell blocks will be as a consumable, and also for soaring hull wounds. Let's take it all, and start building. There seem to be a lot of items, in fact the company is very simple, and we will literally build it in probably 5 minutes. But in general, look here I have such a field. This field is 25 by 25. This is a fully working area of our dandelion life. But in fact, we will limit it. Namely, I'll take let's purple, just to highlight. Again, I say this, look at the middle, here we will have this dandelion life, and the radius here we have, look what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And also from the other side, to all other sides. In short, 25 by 25 turns out to be a square. We are retreating 2 blocks from the edge here. We put a block here, and lead to the end, almost to the very end. And here is a line like this, just to highlight the zone. Again, there are 2 blocks left, we wrap it up. We did this in order to highlight the work area. If we don't allocate it, then most likely something will go wrong with us, and simply mana will not be produced in the proper amount. And now, we are also retreating here 2 times by the way, and bringing it to the very end. It turns out a square in this square. This will be a working area, but here you can in principle do nothing, and I don't know, build yourself a house here. In short, then let's take a dandelion life with you, and put it right here. This is the very center of this whole cube, or rather a square. Next, let's automate the work of this flower. To do this, let's assume purple, and put a block on the flower. Here I do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. In the center, I break the block. I connect these things to get such a platform, with a hole in the center. Great, that's what we get. Then, I break these blocks in the corners, and put here those blocks that are not found in the world, which we have exclusive. Let's say a red petal block, but either which are not nearby. In my case, again, I take a red petal block, because I don't have it anywhere here at all, and that's what I'm going to leave. Because here we will have flowers like these floating ranor carpuses. We have them in order to put cell blocks at the right points, and fully automate everything. To do this, let's make special markings for this flower in every corner with you. To do this, look, here I go to one of the corners, look to the left, here I break 1, 2, 3. At a distance of 2 blocks from here, I put these blocks here. Here also, at a distance of 1 block in the middle, I put another block. That's what happens. We do the same thing from the other side, namely, taking into account our turns. Again, another corner, here I break 3 blocks, so I put another block here. We go to the next, the 3rd corner, I break 3 blocks, here is a block, and finally the last corner. And here I break 3 blocks, a block, and here is also a block. We won't need all these blocks anymore. The markup is ready. All of our cellular blocks will be placed here. Then the process will start, and a lot of mana will be created. Well, before that of course, you need to make the entire automation mechanism. To do this, let's you and I immediately take a sticky piston and put it on. So you don't look like I'm putting here, here's the block itself, just to get up. And put a sticky piston here in this way so that it looks down. Here in the end, there will be this reddened block, and it will move directly to the flower, and then switch off accordingly. Here, let's go ahead, and we'll take the mana distributor of the traffic police, and the pool. I'll leave the distributor on one side, right here, and here in the mana pool block. This is how it looks like. In the pool of mana, it will be necessary to do a little mana right away, so that our Ranon carpuses work. To do this, let me do it like this, yes. And a creative mana tablet, I'll cut it a little, so that mana comes out of it, and feeds the pool. By the way, as a result, we will accumulate mana here, which we will get, so let's immediately connect the whole thing here, to the flower distributor, and the distributor to the pool. But by the way, it is impossible to pump out mana completely from here, otherwise the farm will simply stop working, because at least some mana is needed to work early buildings. Now, by the way, let's arrange them. Let's take 4 pieces, namely the floating one, because otherwise they can't be put here, and we put them directly on these red petal blocks. If you have others standing here, then you must have others here as well. They should be completely identical, because these flowers put blocks, in this case cellular blocks, on those blocks that stand under them. That is, this red petal block is standing right here now, respectively. It will be necessary to put exactly the same blocks here. Now, we break the block here, and the block here, and instead of them, we will put these storage funnels, once, and also 2 things. Then, so that they drop exactly the right number of cell blocks, which will be selected by these carpuses, we put here, first of all, frames, also from 2 sides, and we put a cell block in them, but we turn here, look 1, 2 and 3. Everything is fine. We do the same on the other side. We put a block here, 1, 2 and 3. That's it. Do it, no more, no less. If you have done something wrong here, break it all over again. Otherwise, you just most likely will drop the wrong way, and in general, everything will break down and will work completely inefficiently. Now let's arrange a small amount of the diet of dust, namely, we take it here, we put it, and look where the pool is. 2 dust particles, and here, where there is no pool, we put a repeater that looks in that direction of the funnel, and here we put another red stone. In total, we still have 1 red stone in the inventory, and 1 more repeater. So then we take any building blocks, we put here, a sticky piston, on this sticky piston, a block, here a block, and also here a block, exactly in this way. Then, we take a redstone speck of dust, and also a redstone repeater. We put the repeaters there, so that he looks at the side of the block, which is attached to this piston, which looks down. And here we are putting a redstone speck of dust. And in conclusion, we take an hourglass, put it here, so that they are connected with this diet by a speck of dust. Then you will need to take chests, 2 things, preferably even maybe more. Well, let's limit ourselves to that for now. We put a double chest, we can remove them immediately. Then, we take 3 storage sparks, and 1 main spark. We put the main one on the right side here on the chest. Then, we also put the spark of the vault on the chest, only on another part already. And we also put the storage sparks on the funnel, namely, we aim not at the red stone, but at the funnel. Poke the PCM and it is installed. And we do the same thing on the other hand. Look, just don't touch the frames, otherwise again you will break everything. And then you will write that nothing works for you. So we can immediately remove this. And I also want to tell you that when these funnels drop objects, in this case cell blocks, they can fly apart, so let's put such sides here with you from this side and from this side, so that nothing exactly flies anywhere. Well, in principle, the farm is ready. It remains only to fill a large chest. Here, we put as many of these cell blocks as possible. By the way, you can even organize their autocraft, because they are made from vegetables to cacti. All of this can be fully automated, and you will just have an endless farm that will bring a lot. Because this dandelion is really very effective. These cell blocks are cheap. We can also automate them, and this farm itself will be fully automatic. Therefore, let's quickly start checking this farm. But before that, by the way, it will be necessary to put red stone blocks here, namely, put 1 thing on the chest. Fly in from this side, and not accidentally pick up the cell blocks that are now falling out of here. It is from this side that we put the block, and see what happens. But everything is fine. I didn't notice something. In short, look here, we have these cellular blocks established. I think I just somehow missed it. They are installed very quickly, and this already speaks about the automation of this entire farm. We don't have anything extra lying around here anymore. It means we made the right angle with you, if you didn't get it. Or something extra is lying around, you made the wrong angle here. Break the whole thing and rearrange it. And that's it, so you can run the farm. To do this, we just take 21 sand, and put it in an hourglass. We are waiting for 21 seconds, and the work of this farm will begin. It will activate, there will be various movements, then 5:20 for a second will pass, this whole thing will be removed. The whole experience turns out to be taken away, everything is there, and all these blocks will be restored, and accordingly, the cycle will begin again. So we are waiting until all this has been said for almost 20 seconds, and let's call each other. Everything has been automated, and look, something is starting to spin here. There's some kind of life going on here, a whole planet. Yes, it's all humans. They breed there, let's say, they do something, they do it. Look what a really beautiful picture it turns out. And literally soon, now this whole thing will reach the center and disappear. Our mana will flow into the distributors of game mana, and it all goes into the pool of mana. Everything is spat out again, 21 seconds have passed, spat out, and everything is put back. It is put, by the way, with the help of those who have not yet understood these floating buildings. Again, time will pass now, 21 seconds, and everything will start all over again. And so it will be indefinitely, until the cell blocks run out. But they won't end if you make a fully automatic farm to produce these cell blocks. After all, you should not have a problem. Here are 3 cacti, beets, carrots, and potatoes. It's all fully automated. And here's a variant of an absolutely infinite monofirm for you. It seems to me very good. And even more so, the process is so interesting here, consider it a lifetime. Well, there was a potato with you. Be sure to subscribe, like, write comments, and also click on the bell so as not to miss new videos.